Hello and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. Self-healing is the ability that we each have. It's built right into our bodies. But if we don't recognize it, if we don't pay attention, if we don't know that we can heal ourselves, we simply follow the prescribed path of having some doctor try to heal us for ourselves. So today I wanted to talk about stop thinking and start knowing. You know, how many times have I heard people say, I can't get my mind to stop? And when our mind is racing, going around and around in circles, we're thinking thoughts that really don't serve our greater good. If we're not in charge of our mind, if we are not able to consciously think thoughts that empower us, that make us feel good, that allow us to be our best selves and live our best lives, then and what's life all about? If we're just running through life like robots or automatons, just thinking the thoughts that are spewing through our noggin, it's really not helpful to us. We have been taught to think since childhood. We were sent off to school to learn how to think. We've been taught what to think, when to think, how to think. We're given thoughts to think. Every time we turn on the TV, we're given thoughts to think, whether we're aware of it or not. And then we walk through life thinking these thoughts as if they're our own, and we suffer through life, being victim of thoughts that keep running through our head that we seem to not have any control over. But the fact of the matter is that we each have the ability to command our own mind. We each have the ability to stop thinking. And you know what happens when we stop thinking and our thought space goes quiet? We're able to tap into the wisdom of our soul, the part of us that is directly hardwired to source itself. We each have access to the vast library of infinite universal knowledge, the answer to every question is available to us. Anytime we ask, the universe will provide the answer. But when we are in our mind and the thoughts are racing and thought after thought after thought, words going through our head, we can't receive the answers. Because the answers don't come in thoughts. They don't come in words. They can, but usually the answer comes in a full-on awareness of a truth that becomes completely clear that that is truth. It doesn't come in the form of, gee, I wonder what I should do. Oh, should I do that? Shouldn't I do that? That's all just thoughts. Healing doesn't happen by thinking. Creating a better life doesn't happen by thinking. It comes by following our inner guidance. Life is not meant to be figured out in our head. We can't figure it out in our head. But we can follow our inner guidance. We can allow the wisdom of Source to flow through. And we can be led effortlessly, joyfully, easily, simply, in any direction we wish to go. The answers just become clear and obvious. When we're tuned into the higher aspects of ourself, and we start operating from the wisdom of our soul rather than from the pre-programmed mind of lack and limitation, and you can't do this, and you're not allowed to do that, and why did you do this? You should be ashamed of yourself. All of those thought patterns don't belong to us. They're not befitting a grand being of light, who we all are. All of these thought patterns of follow the rules, you have to do this. If you don't do that, you're going to kill your grandmother. All of these thoughts are given to us. They're gifted to us for free in order to control us, in order to drive us in different directions. And those directions that we're being driven are not in the direction of well-being. They're not in the direction of peace on earth. They're not in the direction of personal empowerment, happiness, health, prosperity. Those things can only be gotten from the inside. Healthy, wealthy, wise, happy. Those are states of being that come from the inside. No one else can give those things to us, especially the government. The government. It's not even a thing. It's just made up of a bunch of men and women in suits playing roles, taking our power away from us, wielding their power. It's not their power, it's our power that we've given to them. And they just make any decisions they want to make, and we have to go along with it. We don't have to go along with it. But in order to stop all of these patterns that are causing humanity's suffering, the suffering of the earth, the pollution of the earth, the corruption of our food systems, of our water systems, of our health, we have to take the power of our mind back. We have to stop thinking and start knowing. We have to start tuning in. We have to allow quiet in our thought space so that we can tune in to Source itself. Source itself is the source of all well-being. Anything we desire comes from Source. Doesn't come from the government or the medical system or the educational system or the religious systems. It comes from source itself, and we each have direct access to source itself. When we're being provided for by source itself, allowing the living life force energy to move through us, ask and it is given. It's the law of the universe. It's the contract that we have with source itself. We ask, source gives. That's what's happening all day, every day. And we go, yeah, but I've been asking for a new house or a new car or a bigger bank account and I'm not getting it. Well, you're actually asking for exactly what you've got. We don't ask in words, we ask in vibration, in belief, in expectation. And when our thoughts are focused on what's wrong with me, this isn't good, I'm afraid, I'm a victim, there's a killer virus on the loose, imminent financial collapse. That's where our power goes. That's where our focus goes. That's where the energy goes. And that's what gets generated as the reality. These are not realities that we wish to generate, are they? Maybe they are. Maybe you would love to see financial collapse. Maybe you would love to see, financial ruin for yourself or, cancer for yourself. Maybe, but I highly doubt it. If you would, hey, Lori, glad you caught us live today. When we get quiet on the inside, we clear our thought space and we start generating a thought space that is filled with peace and confidence and connection to source. We start generating a completely different reality for ourselves. We stop playing in the trauma and drama of the external world. We start clearing trauma and drama from our thought space so that we stop focusing our energy in that direction. And we start generating well-being for ourselves and anyone else around us who wishes to join us in that. We start creating an environment of well-being, of balance, peace, harmony. And when you create that environment for yourself, that cohesive environment starts to expand. Other people who are in resonance start to join in. You start to attract your soul family, the people who are vibrating at the same resonance. Other people who are focusing on peace and harmony and well-being. And then that starts to expand across the world. This is the time of the Great Awakening. It's the time where we wake ourselves up to realize that we are the creators and that we can create anything we desire. But we cannot do it while the thoughts are racing around and around in our head. It's not possible. because the thoughts racing around and around, back and forth and up and down in our head creates a non-coherent environment. Those thoughts just reverberate out discord. And then discord is what gets reflected back as our reality. And then we just believe that the world is a terrible place to be, when it's not. This is heaven. Right here, right now. Heaven on earth is what is actually possible. And heaven on earth is what we start to experience when we start to take command of our own thought space. How do we do that? First of all, we have to choose. We have to make a really clear choice to be in command of our own thought space. We have to choose quiet. Therefore, we have to start looking for the quiet, which means that we have to sit quietly without the TV, without the telephone, without the computer, just sitting quietly so that we can close our eyes and we can notice the quiet that is inside. The quiet is not out there in the world. It's inside. This is where we connect to source, inside. It's where we connect to our power. It's where we activate our body's ability to heal itself. It doesn't come from a pill or some fancy medical procedure. Those are the distractions. Those are where we give our power away to other people. Fix me, fix me. Give me a pill. I need a pill. I need another pill for this. This is not what masterful beings of light do. We are here to remember that we are masterful beings of light. We are creator beings. We are creating our disease, and we can create health instead. We create disease out of all of the thoughts, the incoherent, discoherent, non-coherent thoughts that we have been given to think. And we focus on those thoughts. It's not okay. This isn't good. Killer virus on the loose. Oh my gosh, better look for a disease. Better get it before it gets you. All of these thoughts generate disease because they're non-coherent. They're thoughts that don't belong to us, but that we've been trained to think. Would you be willing to give yourself the gift of not thinking for a little while? Would you be willing to give yourself the gift of personal power? Would you be willing to give yourself the gift of peace and quiet? The space to just be. When you do this, your body heals, your life comes back into coherence. The things that you desire to experience start to just show up because you become a match to the things that you desire. You stop living in states of anxiety and fear and overwhelm. And you start generating your own space of peace and harmony and well-being. And everything in the physical realm starts to rearrange itself to match your state of being. Are you willing to stop thinking and start tuning in to the wisdom of your soul? Your soul that is directly hardwired to source. You and source are one. When you bring yourself into alignment with source, all of your blueprints come back online. Your physical blueprint, your light body blueprint, your soul's blueprint. You start to restore yourself to blueprint. This is what healing is. It's clearing the distortions. It's clearing away all of the not you, so that you can simply be yourself. The highest, best, most healthy, vibrant, and alive version of yourself. But you have to take command of your thought space. You have to be able to stop thinking. You have to be willing to stop thinking so that you can tune in to your knowing. The inner guidance will never lead you astray. Your inner guidance will always lead you in the direction of source itself. Full-on well-being. Healthy, wealthy, wise, happy. That's your blueprint. If you're experiencing something other than that, it means you're thinking thoughts that are not in alignment with that. It means you're thinking thoughts that somebody else gave you that are not your thoughts. A good place to start to quiet the mind is to close your eyes and focus on your breath. Watch your breath come in through your nostrils, down into the lungs, into the belly. Watch your breath come in and out. Watch as it fills your body. Follow your breath. Give your mind something to do. Give it the task of following your breath. Give it the task, the job of dispersing your breath through your body. Watch as that happens. If you're focused on your breath, you can't be focused on other thoughts. You can't be focused on, what's wrong with me, or what am I going to have for lunch, or how am I going to pay my bills tomorrow? When you're focused on your breath, you're in the now moment. You become present. And you become present in and with your body. You start to let your body know, hey, I'm home, I'm here, I'm paying attention to you. I'm paying attention to where the breath is going. I'm making sure that all of the cells are getting fed with the breath of life. Your breath is a powerful tool for healing. Use it wisely. Start by allowing your breath to quiet your mind. so that you can take your power back and you can notice that you are the creator of your life. Nobody else can create your life for you, but you have the power to create any life, any quality of life you desire, right here, right now. You have the ability to heal yourself. You have the ability to live in joy, ease, prosperity, right here, right now. But you have to notice that. And it all starts with quieting your mind. Stop thinking so that you can start to know. I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. I teach you how to become master of your own molecules, show you how to heal your own body, moving beyond the medical mindset, back into showing you your own ability to heal yourself. I have a 12-week program called Aligning with Your Radiantly Healthy Self. And we'll be starting a new session of this on April 26th, 2023, in 3 weeks from now. So if you are interested in that, please reach out to me. You can find more information on my website, connectingyou2you.com. The class is filling up fast. There will be no more than 12 people in this class. It is an intimate guided experience, and it is something that is transformational. If you are ready to transform your life, if you're ready to become master of your own molecules, if you are ready to stop thinking and start knowing how to heal yourself, this is the class for you. I work with people who are ready to step into their mastery. So if this sounds like it's something interesting to you, please reach out. You can reach me at lisa@connectingyou2you.com. Thanks so much for listening today. I appreciate it. Until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Bye for now.